In this video, we're going to have a look at place value and comparison of decimals. Decimals are commonly used in measurement and, of course, finance when dealing with money. The word decimals comes from a Latin word meaning 10, and it makes sense that we use a decimal or base 10 place value system on Earth because we have 10 fingers. Here is a decimal place value table. We have thousands, hundreds, tens, ones. The decimal place, tenths, hundredths, thousandths. The decimal point separates the units, or ones, and the tenths place value. The number 3,245.761 would be placed in the place value table as such. 3 thousands, 2 hundreds, 4 tens, 5 units, 7 tenths, 6 hundredths, and 1 thousandth. This number is said to have 3 decimal places as it has 3 digits after the decimal point. 3,245.761 can be expressed in expanded form as 3 times 1,000 plus 2 times 100 plus 4 times 10 plus 5 times 1 plus 7 times 1/10 plus 6 times 1/100th plus 1 times 1,000th. In a more simpler form, we can use powers for 10, 3 times 10 to the power of 3, 2 times 10 to the power of 2, 4 times 10, and then what I'll do, 5 times 1, is just write these as simple fractions, 7 tenths, 6 hundredths, and 1 thousandths. Every decimal can be written as a fraction in which the denominator is a power of 10. For example, 0.271 is 2 tenths plus 7 over 100 plus 1 over 1,000. The lowest common denominator of 10, 100 and 1,000 is 1,000. So making equivalent fractions over 1,000, we would have 200 over 1,000 plus 70 over 1,000, leaving 1 over 1,000. And this can now be combined as 271 over 1,000. Fractions with denominators of power of 10 can be converted to decimals. For example, 205 over 1,000, if we separate and have 200 over 1,000, sorry, that was 200, plus 0 over 1,000, plus 5 over 1,000. Now what we want here is our place values, tenths, hundredths, thousandths. Simplifying here, the 200 over 1,000, cancelling the zeros, I would have 2 over 10, plus cancelling one of the zeros in the denominator, I'd have 0 over 100, plus 5 over 1,000. And now you can see they match the place value table, so we have 0.205. Comparing decimals. Which is larger, 0.45 or 0.405? There's two ways to compare decimals. First is thinking about a number line. Here we have a number line going from 0.3 to 0.7. 0.45 would be exactly in between, halfway, 0.4 and 0.5. So 0.45 would fall here. 0.405 is only a little bit more than 0.4. So we can clearly see that 0.45 is greater than 0.405 because it's further to the right on a number line. Rather than drawing number lines to compare decimals, you can simply line up the decimal point and compare the digits from left to right. So 0.45 and 0.405, working left to right, 0, 0 are the same, 4, 4 are the same, But here we can see we have a 5 and a 0. Therefore, 0.45 is larger because 5 is greater than 0 in the hundredths place value. And there's a nice summary of place values and comparison of decimals.